let me get up and go higher. That's what people would think. The reality is there are better ways to perform at the highest level. So let's look at 7 ways that you can perform at your highest level. And so when you have your higher level of mental performance, you will be able to maximize your ability to psychologically perform throughout business, work, sports, arts, and any activity, especially when you're under pressure. And not everyone does this consistently, so you'll be ahead of all the rest. Now, although professional athletes, say other performers like musicians, actors, presenters, and people in higher professional capacities and big positions of management, such as doctors and educators, medics, lawyers, and CEOs, they may be in these higher professional positions, but it doesn't mean that they are always performing at their peak level all or even any of the time. Now sure, there's no doubt they have hit the peak at some stage in their career, but they may also be going through the motions at times. And this might happen at any time of the day or indeed throughout the performance. And if you're not performing at the highest level mentally, then you'll be taken over by someone who is. It's that simple. That's why you need to understand and then implement certain strategies within your daily life in order to maximize your mental performance. So here are 7, 5 or 2 ways to help you perform at your very highest level, no matter what your professional standing is. Number 1, having a regular routine is best and is the best way to start being mentally strong, completely focused. And our brains, well, they love this routine as well, because when we are trying to achieve something, we need consistency. When a higher achiever, and if you are one of those, you'll know all about this, when they want to be in a better financial or professional position, well, they know they must work hard and commit themselves to the lifetime of a project. Leaders and managers will demand that you work regularly and well, and that you want to have this higher performance. But you need to try new things too. If you are consistent in how you show up, these leaders will help and begin to look at you and your skills base for the support and not even expect you to try new things. Number 2, make sure your diet lends you to having consistent energy so that you too can commit yourself to perform at this peak of higher levels. Working hard and following a routine means that you must feel well. So by eating the proper foods and at the correct time of day, and this is vital, you'll give yourself a sustainable amount of energy and nourishment. So by eating the proper foods and eating at the proper times of day, you're giving yourself a sustainability of energy and nourishment in order to perform at your very best. And understanding what amounts of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats that's required is crucial to how you sustain this diet. And then eating the most natural of foods and preparing them, doing this well and regularly, this will aid you in your quest to be your best. Number 3, sleeping the correct amount and at the proper time is so crucial to not just your short-term but to your long-term mental performance. And for this you'll need, self-discipline. Because once you get that discipline of just knowing when you're tired and going to bed early and then getting up early, your routine will harmonize and you'll be tired earlier than most people. And that will happen every night. But on the flip side, because you sleep earlier, you'll wake early and be able to perform at a higher level in the morning hours. Therefore, your brain will process emotions differently. And our brains love to do highly complex and challenging things early in the morning. So you'll be a less emotional person overall, especially late at night. Number 4, once you're in the proper sleep routine, once you've got that last one down, and you're eating well, and being the most consistent with your routine, doing this on a day-to-day way, you'll then begin to imagine your future, and how this can be done is through visualizations. These will help you out a lot. As William Arthur Ward once said, quote unquote, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. And I'm even going to change can into will, because it will happen. And so true. Being able to see what type of future outcome you wish to have, determined in your mind's eye, will and it must happen. And of course, many people don't believe in this concept or simply aren't able to do it. I've known people just like that. However, if you can master this skill, it's the sharpest and one of the best ones you'll ever have in your professional field and preparation toolbox. Number 5, meditation softens the mind and allows you to bring your pure intentions through. And that allows you to have more awareness of your daily objectives. Now, for sure, there's no doubt, it takes time every day or every morning, indeed, to meditate. But the time that you spend in meditation is traded for clarity of mind in the momentary decisions that you make once you have meditated, daily, weekly, yearly, and so on. And in making even the smallest of decisions properly, well, that's going to benefit your career. And this has the biggest impact on your life and future performance as well. Because let's think about it. Many people who perform in pressurized environments, they actually succumb to this pressure. And without knowing, before they even know it, it will make them have ill-advised decisions and choices. And this can impact upon not only their position, but also the positions and productivity of all of those under their direction or their leadership. So clarity of mind is required, and this is what regular meditation gives you. Number 6, talking to yourself used to be considered, well, let's say crazy, but the research now shows that if you do it properly, you'll actually direct yourself into a higher level of performance. Now, there are certain words, phrases, tonality of voice, and even techniques that are best employed to do this. It's not just a matter of talking to yourself and saying whatever comes to mind. And if you use them the correct ways and strategies regularly, you'll benefit more than you actually realize. Because of the millions of thoughts that we have, we need to give ourselves positive, energetic thoughts that will control our direct intentions and align with our overall plan for us to achieve. Number 7, breathing. is something we do throughout our given day. But many people actually fail to breathe properly. Now, this is especially apparent with, say, people who are in highly pressurized positions. I mentioned a few of them already. Or ordinary people, ordinary positions, but people perceive it to be so. But by learning to breathe properly and efficiently, energy is used in the best way possible. And therefore, performance is heightened to its maximum mental state. So, I hope you've got something from this video. And if you have, please hit that button, subscribe. Until next time though, keep well, keep high, and keep mentally stable and well. Have a great day.